How to make friends is actually one of the most searched topics on the internet. But searching online only leads you to apps carefully designed to entertain you while you sit alone in a dark room. You don't need to scientifically hack people's brains to be social. You can ignore the advice about forcing oxytocin production or trying to maintain a strict 3-to-1 eye contact ratio. You only need to accept two prerequisites. First, you have to go to a physical, real-world location. Second, you have to realize that saying something weird isn't a failure, it is just practice in a numbers game. By abandoning the digital world entirely, you can run a simple, 4-step offline workflow to turn a complete stranger into a scheduled hangout. Step 1 is initiating contact. If you need to avoid standing alone, use the pickup line method. Walk up to a stranger and ask a simple, universal question that anyone can easily answer. If you are in a large, intimidating group setting, run the ISO play. Identify one quiet person, isolate them from the main group, and ask them for a minor favor, like watching your stuff for a minute. This initial approach is where most people freeze. Instead of just speaking, they try to recall dense internet advice, like tips from a video with Jordan Peterson in the thumbnail. This diagram shows the classic overthinking loop. You get a thought, filter it, imagine saying it, modify it, and mumble it out after the conversation moves on. To bypass this completely, take in the conversation. When a thought pops into your head, don't modify it, just say it. The exact words don't matter. Securing any verbal response breaks the ice, instantly upgrading the two of you from strangers to active conversationalists. Step 2. The moment the ice is broken, immediately stop talking about yourself. Dale Carnegie documented a core rule of conversation decades ago. People are mostly interested in themselves. You build rapport by appealing directly to that interest. You do this by playing the side character. Sincerely compliment them, use their name when you reply, and ask follow-up questions that prove you actually listen to their answers. You will feel an instinctual urge to jump in with your own stories so you can prove how interesting you are. Resist that urge. By making the other person feel like the most important person in the room, they will naturally lower their guard and open up to you. Step 3 is testing for actual compatibility. Having safe, polite small talk where both of you hide your deeper thoughts will not build any real trust. You need to let out your true, unfiltered self. Bring up a specific, unique interest. Share a slightly weird opinion. Give them something distinct to remember. Just ensure you explain your unique interest clearly. Do not alienate them by using big words or getting lost in dense technical jargon. Now watch their reaction. If they smile or engage, you have a compatible match. If they look bored, politely wrap things up and move on. Aggressively polarizing people early in the conversation is a feature, not a bug. It prevents you from wasting months trying to force a friendship with someone you have absolutely nothing in common with. Step 4. Before the conversation naturally fades, you must lock in a future interaction. Try the activity buddy technique. Find out an activity they've always wanted to try but haven't gotten around to and offer to accompany them. Because you frame the invitation as a favor to them, it removes all the social pressure and avoids looking desperate. If you are already in a group setting and everyone is having a good time, suggest repeating the exact same activity next week. Both of these methods provide a perfectly normal reason for you to get their number and coordinate the details. Walking away with a concrete, scheduled activity and a new contact saved in your phone is the definitive proof of a successful social operation. You have bypassed polite small talk, filtered for an actual personality match, and secured a plan. For your second meetup, follow the golden rule. Act like you are already friends. Skip the polite wave and go straight into making fun of them or giving them a pat on the back. This map illustrates a final reality check. Securing a phone number in real life is great, but giving your data out online means it immediately fractures out to data brokers who sell it to scammers. You need a tool like Incogni to scrub that digital footprint clean. But for now, your task is entirely offline. Close this laptop, go outside today, ask that first simple question, and let the numbers work in your favor.